17 years old, and I am from Iowa.
I'm Jacob Katz. I'm 17 years old, and I'm born and raised in Simsbury, Connecticut.
Hi, my name is Sandy, and I'm from Vietnam.
I'm Katie Fossey. I'm 17. I'm from Simsbury, Connecticut.
I'm Elise. I'm 16, and I'm from the U.S.
Maddie Mancarella. I'm 17 years old, and I am from Simsbury, Connecticut.
I'm Brooke Lemons. I'm a sophomore in high school from Simsbury.
These are just a few of thousands, if not millions, of nerds and fans around the world. These people are passionate about their interests, and when many are interested in the same thing, they create fandoms, or groups of people that all follow a book, movie, TV series, or other form of media.
Talk to me about Supernatural, Harry Potter, Doctor Who Castle, and I'll be your best friend.
There's so many. There's like Supernatural, any superheroes. Like Star Wars is like top one.
I belong to a lot of fandoms actually, now that I think of it. Well, my main ones are Supernatural, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, anything from Marvel, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and loads more.
These fandoms make up a lot of people and have a big effect on the economy. In 2014, more than 130,000 people attended the San Diego Comic-Con, and it was estimated that the convention has a $180 million impact on the city's economy annually. The Star Wars franchise revenue totals over $27 billion to date, and the Season 4 premiere of Game of Thrones had 6.6 million viewers, making it the most watched episode of any HBO series since The Sopranos finale in 2007. But how did fandoms become so mainstream? Some would say this began with the first major comic book convention in 1970, the Golden State Comic-Con. Attended by just 300 people, this convention set up a format for all conventions to come. The convention had two celebrity guests, Ray Bradbury, author of the sci-fi classic Fahrenheit 451, and Jack Kirby, who co-created heroes such as Captain America, the Fantastic Four, and the Hulk. In 1973, the name was officially changed to the San Diego Comic-Con. In 1974, the first costume masquerade was held, essentially the first cosplay contest. And in 1976, at a poorly attended panel, Charlie Lippincott, Lucasfilm's head of marketing, debuted slides of what is today known as Star Wars. 40 years after the original convention, San Diego Comic-Con has certainly become bigger and better. The once small panel room has become Hall H, San Diego Comic-Con's main panel room that can hold up to 6,500 people. San Diego Comic-Con has been very influential in changing the way nerd is seen, but it's still changing. Somehow nerd has changed from the tape, glasses, and tie to someone much hipper, cooler, and cuter.
The way that nerd was originally used, and I'm not old enough to be around for that, it was negatively looked at somebody who seeks out knowledge or is intellectually curious. Nowadays, it's not based on intelligence, though we like to think we're more intelligent than everyone else, but it's more based on what was considered nerdy before. So what was generally liked by nerds like Dungeons and Dragons and Star Wars and things like that, people who still like that are still identified as nerds, and other such topics of science fiction or regular fiction are still looked upon as nerdy.
Well, nerds now are more of a geek, what we used to call geeks, because geek is like more of an encompassing, happy, friendly, everyone likes certain things, but you're okay with what people like, and now nerds have been able to come into that geek culture with all of their subculture and all of that other things, so to become one giant happy family.
I think the word nerd has like evolved a lot. See, I personally prefer the term intellectual bad, but I think being a nerd isn't a bad thing. It just is a different, like you can describe people as jocks or things like that. That's not bad. Just or like popular people. It's like just nerd is just a different kind of group. Just people with different interests than what other people have.
What began the movement from nerds are weird to nerds are cool was primarily that society was jump-started into where the nerds had been celebrating for years, the future. With the invention of the internet, nerds playing Dungeons and Dragons in one basement could communicate with nerds playing in another. This allowed communities to be formed and maintained more than one convention weekend a year. Now this is done primarily through Tumblr, the social media site owned by Yahoo.
Tumblr
has made being in fandom so much easier because everyone in a fandom has a Tumblr. It's kind of an unspoken rule, so you can really connect with your fandom on a very personal level.
With Tumblr, even without being in the same place, nerds can come together.
A fandom is special because I feel like it kind of can become a family.
I think fandoms are special because of the special bond between the people in them. And I have met some of my best friends through fandoms, and I've even gotten a few of my friends from school who weren't in fandoms to begin with into them.
A fandom is like a family because if something happens, good or bad, the other fans know what's going on, so we're like here to help each other, and we generally really care for each other.
Fandoms are also a great source of creativity, from fan fiction to beautiful works of art. With nerds taking over the media more and more, fandoms may someday soon in fact be the majority. Nerds will be the new normal, and the Doctor Who fandom could possibly be the new Patriots fans. So what is the message from the fandoms to the rest of the world?
Just don't judge us by the way we act, because then people can judge you muggles for the lack of knowledge in magic just as easily.
We're here to support you in whatever you like. We try to help everybody else, whether it be in the fandom or outside of it, and though from the outside it looks crazy, we have a method to our madness.
Read books and watch TV shows and just, yeah, have fun.
My message to the world from the fandom community is just fandoms are awesome. It's just so fun to have those people and just join us.